Wait for it. Oh, we're live. Hey, what's going on? Good afternoon. It's Friday Eve. Makes the weekend seem closer. Happy Thursday afternoon. Hope you're having a good one. So I don't know why this went off. The light bulb went off in my head, and I heard it in a new way for some reason. It's not new information, but what I've learned. If you ever follow the channel, what I've learned, they put up a video um, last week. And he talked about, and it was brilliant. He was talking about weightlifters, bodybuilders, and why they eat carbs and why they don't have to worry about eating carbs. Because when you have muscle, when the carbs are converted into glucose, the insulin rises, puts the glucose into your muscles, and then you burn it off. So when you have muscle and your resting metabolic rate is higher and you have more muscle to store that sugar, then you don't have trouble storing fat. I knew that, didn't I? Or did I? It's like I heard it for the first time. And he showed a clip of Dr. Ted Naiman, Naiman, N-A-I-M-A-N. Anyway, I've watched some of his stuff too. And he went from keto to carnivore, and now he talks about just emphasizing protein, building muscle, and then you can choose fat or glucose for fuel. But you can get metabolically healthy by building muscle, and you need enough protein to do that. And so emphasize the protein, emphasize the building muscle, and then how you fuel is up to you. Also, Gabrielle Lyon, Dr. Lyon, talks about this a lot on her channel, and she did a TEDx talk on that. TEDx, I think that's right. And she did a talk on that too. And it's like, and a lot of this was included in what I've learned on his latest video. And I'm like, this really makes sense to me. So if you've watched my first video, and I talked about my weight loss journey, which turned into my yo-yo diet journey. But the first time I lost weight on the starvation diet, Tucson Medical Weight Loss, which worked, 40 pounds in 3 months or something like that. I transitioned into HIIT training from that, went to a boot camp. It was quite expensive, but I got it for free. So I quit going when it was going to start charging, I believe. So through that, though, I found keto, but I lost another 13 pounds. And what was I eating? I was having a protein smoothie in the morning. I would go work out 3 times a week. I would have a big salad or a bowl of rice with salmon and picante sauce in it. I love that. Sounds weird, but I love that. And that's pretty much what I was eating. So plenty of carbs and some good protein. And I lost another 13 pounds. It's when I went to keto and started doing keto, and I did it wrong the first time. I ran into some issues with putting in, I added magnesium, and it caused me some real problems. But I also have trouble sleeping sometimes. Like right now, for example, I'm on 1 meal a day. I'm eating a steak a day, pretty much. And I have trouble sleeping. I think I got 5 hours sleep last night, which is not quite enough. I did end up sleeping in my chair for a little bit. Actually, I have a little couch over here, and I ended up sleeping on that for a little bit. And I feel wide awake right now, partly because I'm live, so I get a little adrenaline going. And so I'm like, what I need to do is, because I'm metabolically unhealthy right now, because I do sit in this chair a lot working and entertaining myself on YouTube and learning stuff, all that stuff. So I sit a lot. And so I need to start working out. That's what I need to do. And I'm planning on joining the gym. Saying you're going to do it and then actually showing up and doing it are two different things, as you may know. And I've had some success with that, and I've also had some failures with that. So I need to decide, and then I need to actually show up and start building some muscle. I've lost 7 pounds on 1 meal a day. Actually, I've built up to 1 meal a day. So I've been on carnivore for about 7 weeks now, and built up to one meal a day basically now for the last 2 weeks. And that's really when I started losing. And so 7 pounds down, and 3 of that in the last two weeks, week and a half. So it's coming off more quickly now, which is good, really good. So as I'm losing the weight, that's great. But if I don't add the muscle, then how in the world am I ever gonna get healthy? Now, the cool thing about the carnivore diet, and you may have experienced this, is when you're eating meat, your muscles do actually naturally get a little bit stronger. I mean, you can just feel it kind of tighten up throughout your body. And that's because muscles made out of protein. And as you're eating a lot of meat, that's a lot of protein. And so you just naturally just going about the daily tasks of your day, even someone like me who sits around all day a lot, you still feel like you're toning up. At least I do. And so that certainly is a positive. But I think I need to take the next step and start building some muscle, because I'll be honest. I will be honest. I would like to add in rice. So I'm half Italian, right? On my mom's side. So Shaw's not Italian, but my mom is Italian. My grandpa came over from Naples, went through Ellis Island. My grandmother came over from Sicily, first class on the Aquitania. And Grandma taught me how to make the family sauce. When I was about 18 years old, I think I asked her, Grandma, teach me how to make the sauce. She was more than happy to do it. And this is how good it is, okay? So my ex-wife's dad tells me it's the best sauce he's ever had, and he wants me to bottle it and sell it in stores. So how many of your ex-wives love your spaghetti sauce? Anyway, it's kind of a joke, but it is true. So I want to make the sauce because, I mean, what am I going to put the sauce on now on carnivore? I guess I can put it on steak. And people go, well, be careful because tomatoes are a nightshade and you might have a reaction and, you know, that sort of thing. I would love to build some muscle so that you have muscle as a place to put carbs that doesn't store fat in your body or your midsection and eventually around your organs and in your liver, which is very bad for you, as you already know. And build some muscle, lose the weight, get metabolically healthy, and then get back on some of these normal foods. I know a lot of people in the community want to do carnivore for life, and that might be the right answer. You know, I don't know if adding fruit and surfing 3 hours a day is the answer for me in Iowa. I don't know where the nearest surfing is, probably a couple thousand miles either way. And or to the Gulf Coast. Not the surfing is great there, but so I'm not going to surf 3 hours a day, but I could do other things. And, you know, here are some of my cautions on that. When you add the carbs back in, one thing I love about carnivore is the mental clarity. That's a real thing, and the Zen feeling. Would I lose that on carbs? If I was metabolically healthy, I'm not positive about that. If I added fruit and honey, because I love to put honey in my coffee. You know, if I did that before I worked out, that might be a little extra oomph. I don't know. But if I add the carbs and the honey, one of the other benefits of carnivore is the health in your mouth, because you don't have the bad bacteria and the sugar combined eating away at your teeth. So, you know, when you're going strictly carnivore or close to it, then your dental problems are, I mean, I don't know about you, but for me, dental problems are not a problem. So that's a big advantage of staying carnivore as well. So, you know, you gotta weigh it. You know, just because I'm Italian and like to make spaghetti sauce, maybe that's not a reason to add back in rice. But I tell you what, either way, and like I said, I heard it in a new way for the first time again, if that makes sense. Add the muscle. I need to add some muscle. And I don't believe the people that say now that I'm 60 that don't, you know, you're not going to be able to add the muscle because you're old guy, because you're a boomer. I think on carnivore you can add the muscle. And I certainly do want to try, and I think I do need to try. And then I can figure some of that other stuff out as we go. All right. Well, no one has joined, so maybe what I'll do is that turned out to be a decent video. So maybe I'll just take what I just recorded and what I just did on live and just kind of trim it down and maybe add some graphics here and there or something like that. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to end the stream. Unless you're there, comment now and we'll keep it going. But if there's no one lurking and no one commenting, I'm going to bail. All right. Have a great afternoon. Happy Friday Eve.